The dog speaks. Life's an everyday adventure. That's my philosophy. It had already been a really busy day, so I decided to take a rest. I hopped into my bed, even though it was still midday, to think for a while. Funny things began to pop into my mind. Why are the colors in the rainbow always in the same order? Can you ever fall off the earth? How many books are there in the whole world? I couldn't stop. The thoughts just kept pouring in. Why does a ship float and a pebble sink? I smelled a rose today. I wonder how many roses I've smelled in my life. As thoughts were rolling into my mind, I thought I heard someone say my name. Molly, Molly, Molly. I didn't think anyone was in the room with me, so I sat up and looked around. No one was there except my dog. I smiled at her and lay back down. Hey, Molly, it's me. There was that voice again. This time I jumped up to catch whoever it was. Still no one. I looked down at my dog, and as I pet her head, something amazing happened. She said my name again. Molly, it's me, she said. It was the dog. The dog speaks. I couldn't believe it. I always thought that it would be fun if she could speak, but I didn't know she actually did speak. My toes were tingling like fireworks in my moccasins. We sat together for a while chatting. So when did you start speaking? I asked. I could always talk. You just couldn't hear me, she answered. She told me of all of the things she had tried to talk to me about, but all I could ever hear was her barking. I suddenly had so many questions for my favorite four-legged friend that I thought my head would burst. Why do you sniff everything? I asked with excitement. She answered, explaining that sniffing was like reading the newspaper. The newspaper? I asked, confused. She continued telling me that that was how she got her local news, by sniffing the air. Apparently, her sense of smell was so good that she could tell from upstairs what I was eating for breakfast, what flowers were in bloom outside, and even what other animals were nearby. I was still shocked that I was actually speaking with my dog when I blurted out the next question. When you're about to lie down, why do you walk in circles first? Before she answered, she said that she thought it was funny that I didn't. We do it to be certain it is safe to lie down. Dogs like to be sure that there are no bugs or other creatures that could bother us as we rest. I giggled a little at the thought of my big dog worrying about a little spider. I continued with the questions. What's so great about sticks and rocks? The dog said that it's not that rocks or sticks are her favorite toys. It is just that they're always around, so she makes the best of what's available. We decided to walk outside to continue our conversation. Did you hear that? The dog asked with an ear up. No, what was it? I responded with curiosity. It was the mama bird arriving to feed her young in that tree over there. Wow, my dog's hearing was amazing. That tree was in the neighbor's yard. When I asked my fantastic talking dog if dogs like living with people, she said they did. Dogs are born with a bunch of brother and sister pups in a litter and like to be social and playful. People are a good replacement for other dogs, she said as she gave me a big lick on the cheek. The dog also said that she heard that many dogs are helpful to people. Some dogs help on farms by herding, which means running around the cows and sheep to keep them together. Other dogs help carry people and supplies across ice and snow as sled dogs. And some dogs can even be trained to be the eyes and ears for people who cannot see or hear. We sat under our favorite tree in the backyard for a while. Then, suddenly, she got up and darted after a bird. I sat up quickly and watched as she ran all over the place trying to catch it. Finally, she came back and apologized for the interruption. She said the bird teases her every day and she just cannot help but chase it. It is just the way she is. Dogs chase birds. We continued our incredible chit-chat of questions and answers until we both began to feel a bit sleepy. As it was a beautiful day, we decided to stay outside under the shade of the tree. I pet her head as we both drifted off to sleep. "Molly dear, dinner's ready," I heard my mother say. As I opened my eyes, I realized I wasn't outside under the tree with my dog. I was in my bed with my moccasins on. The dog woke up too. She barked, then gave me a big lick on the cheek. "Oh, I must have only dreamt you could speak," I said as we both smiled and headed downstairs for dinner. Now, I know that falling asleep with my moccasins on can be a really dreamy adventure. Molly Moccasins, everyday adventurer.